Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Lara Tips. In our previous video, we completed the CRUD section for our categories. And from today's video, we'll be starting the CRUD section for articles. So first of all, let us create a model and migration for the articles. So let's say PA model is a alias for the PHP artisan make model. So you can type PHP artisan make model instead of the PA model. So it is an alias which I have created. It will create an article. It will create a migration file and a factory. Let us create a factory. In the future, let's say if we need it, then we can use it. Otherwise, we may delete it if we don't need it. So now if I go here inside the articles, what are the fields that we need here for the articles? We need title, slug, image, description, and the category ID, because an article will belong to a category. So let's say here foreign ID, category ID, and it will be nullable because some of the blog post might not be related to any of the categories. And we'll say constraint. So we will set this category ID to the null if the category with this ID is deleted. So this set null on delete means that. Now we also need title. Similarly, we need slug, and which will be unique, and then we need image, and then description, which will be text or even long text. Now let us go to this model article, and let's say here guarded as ID. We want to tackle the mass assignment by ourselves. Now first of all, let us show the list of categories. So for that, let us see the category controller here. And let us just duplicate this one. And let's say here articles controller. And let us rename the class name as well. Now here we are using this resource. So let us also create article resource. So PHP artisan make resource article resource. Now if we see here inside the article resource, so it is currently returning all the columns that is present in the database. So for now, let us keep it as it is. So instead of category resources, let us say article resource, and instead of category latest, let us say article latest simple paginate. Okay, and instead of categories, let's say articles, and instead of these categories, let's say articles. Okay, so for now, let us only look into this index, and later on we'll be looking into all these other methods. So here you can see here articles slash index. So let us create that articles slash index.view page. So now let us go to resources, JS, pages, and here we need to create articles slash index.view file. So let us just duplicate this categories folder, and let us say here articles, and here we have index.view here. So everywhere there is category or categories, let us replace that with articles or article respectively. So let's say here, so here we have categories. So here let us replace it with categories, and we'll make it case sensitive. So everywhere, so we have here this categories.create, this categories.data, here the data are like this, and here, so let us just replace everything with articles. Sorry, not categories, articles. And also wherever there is category, so let us replace that with article. Also let us check if there is any capital C category. So there is no other category here. Now let's see what other data that we can change. So here we have article.name. So if we see here in our database, we have article.title. Yeah. So let's say here instead of name, let's say title. And also let us check below if we need to change anything. So here instead of name, let's say title. Now you can see here we are accessing created at for human. Yeah. So let us also make this in our resource, article resource. So we have this article resource. Now let us just copy some data from the category resource. Let us just copy this and paste it over here for now, and instead of name, let's say here title. Now if we see here in our this dashboard, we don't have this articles navbar, so let us add that as well. Let's go to app layout, and here in the navigation links, let us add the articles. Let's say here articles, and instead of this categories, let's say articles. And now let us also go to web.php here, and let us also add that over here. So let's say here articles and articles controller. Now let us also run the npm run watch in the background. So let's say npm run watch. Okay, now let us go to the browser and refresh the page. So here we can see the articles navbar. Let me open the console as well, so if there is any error. Okay, now let us visit the articles page. So you can see here namespace declaration statement has to be very first statement or after any declaration, so which is here inside this article resource. So because of this symbol we are getting this error, so let us fix that. So let us go to the article resource here, and here let us remove this. And also we forgot to migrate, so let's do a migrate. So the migration is done, and now let me refresh the page here, and let me again click on the articles. So you can see here we are getting this title, created at, and actions things. But if there is no any articles, then it is not saying that no data available. So let us do that first. And also we don't want to show this previous and next if there are no any data. So let's go to the index.view here, and we only want to show this thing if there is any articles. So let's say here if articles data dot length is greater than 0, and also if there are no any articles, we want to say no data available. So for that, let us create one more tr over here, and let's say no data available, and that will also show if there are no any articles. So let us just copy this and paste it over here, and let's say here col span here. So how many columns are there? Let's see. So there are 1 2 3 columns. Yeah, so there are 3 headers. So let's take these headers, and let's say here headers dot length, and here let's make it dynamic. Now let's see. Sorry, we have to say here is equals to 0. Now you can see here it is showing no data available, and now let us give some padding to it. So let us wrap it inside a div, and let's say here p-4. Okay, now it's looking good. Now to show some data, we need to seed some data. So for that I created the factory. So let me seed some data and I'll come back. So I have seeded 5 articles for each category. So you can see here in the articles list, we can see here title, created at, and this action. Now let us also show here the category. So now let us go to the article controller. So here we want to pass the category as well. So let's say here with category relationship, and we haven't created this category relationship, so let us create this in the article model. So let's say here category here, and we'll say this belongs to category class. And if you don't know about the belongs to relationship or has many relationship, then you can watch my tutorial on has many relationship. So here now we want to pass category underscore id, so it will return belongs to relationship. So let us also return this here. And also if an article doesn't have any category, then we will say here with default like this, so it will not throw any error whenever we try to access the category from the article which doesn't have any category. So now let us go to this index articles index page, and here let us show the category name. So let's say here like this, and here we also want to add the category name. Okay, we are seeing blank screen here, so let's see the error here. So it is saying that the name is undefined. Okay, here we are trying to access the name, but it is coming from undefined. Oh yeah, so we forgot it to add it in the resource. So let's go to article resource, and let us say here category, and let's say here new category resource, this when loaded category, like this. So let's say if we don't do like this, and if we only say, let's say we did it like this, then wherever place we don't want this category, then also it will appear. But if we do it like this, then whenever we call a relationship like this, either eager load or lazy load the relationship, then only this category key will be available in our views, otherwise it will not be available. So it will also increase the performance, which means it will remove the n+1 query problem. So you can see here we are getting the category name over here. So you can see here first category, the second category, like this, yeah. And if we look here in our view DevTools, so in the index file, so you can see here we are getting the data like this, and here we are getting the category like this. Now we don't want this created ad and this slog here, so we can do that from here. So we can do here like this. So we can say here ID and name. So we need this ID field, otherwise Laravel will not be able to find the category. And also let us extract this into a variable. Let's say here articles like this, and let's say articles over here like this, and we refresh the page here. Now we are seeing this error over here like this, which is saying that call to a member function diff for humans on null, and which is coming from this created ad, because we didn't add the created ad over here, and it is calling diff for humans, and it is calling diff for humans on null. So because of that this issue is coming. So I am showing you all these kind of possible errors that you may face while you are developing a project. So now let's see how to fix this. So let's go to this category resource. So now I'll introduce to you a new feature of this resource. So let's say here we only want this created ad for human field. Whenever it is passed, then we can do it like this. Let's say here, then we can say here this when, and this dot created ad will call a closure over here, and only in the closure we will return this part. Now we don't need this. So whenever created ad is present, then only this closure will be executed, otherwise it will not be executed. So we will only get this key whenever created ad is present in the model. Now let's do the same thing for the article resource. So let's say copy this and let us paste it over here. Now if we go in the browser here, we are not getting any error, and if we look here in this index component in the data object and category, we are only getting this ID and name. So you can do the same thing for the slog as well if we don't want this slog to appear over here. So let's do that for the slog as well, and I'll show you another way of doing it. When we'll do the same thing when, but we will not pass it as a closure. We'll just pass a value over here. So if there is a closure, it will just execute the closure, and if there is a value, it will just echo the value. So instead of closure, let us do this here, and let us copy this and let us do the same thing over here in the slog as well. So in most of the cases we need this ID name and this ID and title in every of the resources, so let us not do for that. Now let us look at the index here. So if I look here in the data in the categories, so you can see here that only ID and name is present, so neither the slog nor the created ad failed. So now we have completed the listing of the categories. So in our next video we'll be doing creating and updating of the categories. So that's it for this video guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.